Will you pass the test? Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Abaya back at it once again. Before I get started, like always, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Hakudash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the men I learned the truth from. And shalom, peace and blessings goes out to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, sincerely waiting and enduring until the return of Yahweh HaMashiach to deliver us out of this last captivity. I've been feeling a little under the weather, so bear with me. But will you pass the test? All right. Everybody's talking about this injection, this potion, this C19 concoction, all right, that was created by the madman Esau, the so-called white man, who's been given control over the earth right now. He's decided to inject everybody with some poison, all right, in their veins. But this is just like Elder Apostle Hall says that the MOB, the mark of the beast, it's the Lord's mark of the beast. It's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's mark of the beast. It's not Esau's mark of the beast. We got to remember that the Lord is in control of all this. So at the end of the day, the Lord is doing all this to test the people that's on the face of this planet. Let me read it, Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, that's the elect, the hopeful elect. All right, you brothers and you few sisters that's steady doing what's required of you, putting up videos, watching the videos, all right, helping out the body and growing in his faith. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and most importantly, staying in the true doctrine. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right. It says to try them. That word try, all right, I'm going to put the picture of the concordance definition of that word try, okay? And when you go to it, it's, when you go to it, it says, the pronunciation is pyrazo, and it says to try whether a thing can be done, to attempt, endeavor, or this is the point, to try, make trial of, test, for the purpose of ascertaining his quality, or what he thinks, or how he will behave himself. So the Most High is testing and trying the quality of the people that's on the face of this earth right now. So you got Greece, Germany, Australia, Russia, Israel, all right, even America and all the rest of these countries, Canada, joining hand in hand with this system that's set in place to eventually come down with mandatory injections for the people on the face of this planet. Well, look, whether this is the actual MOB or not, all this is to try you, to test you. All right, when they say you can't go into stores to buy or sell, when they say you can't work at your job no more, that you have no way to provide for yourself, because everybody, your average American, your average citizen around the world, all right, is living day by day, paycheck to paycheck, man. Can barely make ends meet. They just did a study. They said all minimum wage workers can't afford rent in America. Well, duh, we knew that. But the Lord is doing this. I mean, we're getting frustrated at times, and this shit is, vexing. It's vexation to the spirit. But we got to remember the Lord is doing this to try you on every level, to try your patience, to try your integrity. That's why it says for the purpose of ascertaining his quality, or what he thinks, or how he will behave himself. All right, everybody's talking about what they ain't going to take and what they're going to do, but none of them are talking about trusting in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You don't know what the hell you're going to do, because this devil's about to take your comforts away. All right, you got an article that came out today, the NFL saying, look, we're going to be canceling games if there's an outbreak of the C19. That's taking money out of the NFL people's pockets. And he's just about to come down with it. The military is making it mandatory by the fall. People, we got to make life decisions, all right? The universities are requiring it. School is about to require it. And I just seen a video one of the brothers did for the Mississippi camp, that by the end of August, they're expecting the FDA to finally approve, not just authorize, but finally approve this concoction. So once they do that, they're going to make it mandatory. So All this that's going on right now is to test you, to test your, what kind of person you are, because the Lord is only dealing with the elect of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. Let me see. Yeah, let me read this one. It says, to try or test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin. Woo! So the Lord is going to try you. He's going to entice you. Look, I'm going to see what your character is like, I'm going to see, hey, we're going to test your faith. And all you Christians and all you people that believe in your own gods and deities, and you believe that the black woman is God, or you believe in black power, or you believe in the Egyptian gods, let's see if your God save you from this concoction or save you from this beast system that this man is about to bring on the face of this earth, man. Because the Lord is going to allow him to do it, all right? The book of Proverbs the book of Psalms tell us that the wicked is his sword. So he's using this man to enact judgment on the face of the planet. Now, for you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, let's get Deuteronomy chapter 8, because the elders make a good point about this, saying how it's like we're in the wilderness all over again. It says, I'm going to start at verse 2. This is Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2. It says, and thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy power, Yahweh, led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. So the Lord wants to know what's in your heart. He wants, which he already knows, but he's going to do this for his pleasure, to try you and test you, to prove you, right, to humble you, right, whether you will keep his commandments. And the Lord said, don't make no cuttings in the flesh. He says, don't have no other gods before him. Don't be an idolater, right? And you're doing all those things. You're breaking all those things if you take this concoction and you let them stick this serpent needle, this serpent fang needle in your veins, man. The Lord said, don't do that. He wants to see if you're going to keep his commandments, man, when everything that you know is crumbling around you, will you keep integrity and faith in him? Because it's going to get to the point, like in the wilderness, the Lord wants us to completely rely on him for every single thing. All right? It says, to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no, right? It says, and when you're getting tested, like, because I'm titling this, will you pass the test? You ain't going to be able to cheat for the answers, all right? And what do I mean by that? You got brothers that think, oh, if I'm hanging around this brother, this top brother, or this brother that's heavy in the spirit, I'll be saved. Or if I do nice things for this brother, I'll be saved. Or if I hang around the elders, I'll be saved. Man, you got to be in this for yourself, all right? You can't be just tagging along around a brother that you think is part of the elect. For one, that brother might not even be part of the elect. He might cave in. But you can't, you know what I'm saying? You got to be in this for yourself, because the Lord may have you may not be around that brother when all hell break loose. Or he may have it where you going to cave in when your stomach growling because you ain't ate in a week or had nothing to drink. You know what I'm saying? That brother ain't going to be able to save you, man. Okay? So you ain't going to be able to cheat to pass this test. You got to, knowledge and wisdom, stability of thy times. You got to learn and build yourself up now, because the Lord going to put you through your own trial, your own test, all right? He knows these men that are claiming they are his servants. He sees us out in the highways and byways. He called us into this thing, all right? He's going to try every one of us. We counted the cost, right? So he's going to say, okay, you say you worship me, you serve me. Well, let me try that. Let me prove that, right? Just like the scripture say, prove a friend and don't be hasty to credit him. Prove him first. So before the Lord makes us his friends, his sons, he going to prove us first. He going to test us first. So let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 8. It says the Lord wants to prove us to see whether we're going to keep his commandments or not, right? Like during the time of the wilderness. Verse 3. Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna. So the Lord is going to suffer us at some point in time to go hungry for a little while. And you got to have faith that manna, which it may not be the actual manna that was given to us in the wilderness, but you got to have faith that some type of miracle is going to occur to where you're going to be fed, right? You just got to hold on no matter how long it takes. 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, a whole week, 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You just pray that the Lord be with you, and you keep faith, because you're being tried, you're being tested. But the scriptures say that the Lord is not going to put you through anything that you're not, that's too hard for you to bear, if you're part of his elect. So point being, the elect is going to make it out either way. So it says, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live. Right? So the Lord is letting you know, look, food is not what's keeping you alive. I'm keeping you alive. Your job is not what's bringing home the money for you to have a roof over your head. I'm allowing that to happen. Right? Your car is not taking you from point A to point B. I'm allowing that to happen. And when I take all these things away from you, will you have faith that I will continue to provide a way for you? Right? You got to have faith in that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? So, verse 4, it says, thy raiment wax not old. Go, Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I just seen the chariot, man. That's another thing. Brothers, we seen the chariots all the time now, man. It's amazing the times that we're living in. If you truly subscribe to this faith and subscribe to this doctrine, do not doubt, do not give up faith, man, because I'm telling you, ain't nothing more real and more true than this. All right? Now let me go back to that. Call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 4, Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 4. Thy raiment wax not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years. So the Lord said, look, you went through a little trial period. Y'all was mumbling and grumbling, but did your feet swell from all that walking? Did your clothes, crumble all on you and dig into your skin? No, I kept you. I provided for you. I tried you, but I provided for you, right? Verse 5, thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son, so the Lord thy power Yahweh chasteneth thee. So the Lord always tells us, look, a father who loves his son, a father who loves his children, he's going to chasten them, to prove them, to correct them, to get them to the status that he wants to get them to. All right? So I'm going to finish this up with 1 Peter, the first chapter. 1 Peter, the first chapter, and let's read verse 6. It says, hold on one second. Okay, verse 6, it says, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. And right now we have a heavy spirit because we're dealing with this vexation of this world, not just Esau coming down with his bullshit decrees and his wickedness, but look at our people and look at the morality of the people on the face of this planet. I mean, it's just all out wicked and prideful and deceitful, and it's just death that's surrounding you. All right, the valley of the shadow of darkness. Death is compassed you about, like Job said. Hell is compassed about us, man. But it says, verse 7, it says, that the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua HaMashiach. So when Yahushua comes back, you're gonna receive praise and honor for keeping your integrity, keeping your faith. That's what the Lord said. When he comes back, will he find faith on the earth? You got to pass the test. Verse 8, it says, whom having not seen ye love, in whom though now ye see him not, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls, of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that shall come unto you. And we're in the times that the apostles, during the time of the ancient Roman Empire, and the disciples back then, which everybody's back in their lots, was waiting for. All right, all the prophets was waiting for this moment, and now we're finally here. So we have to finish our due course. Now let me go back to Revelation chapter 3 and finish it there. And let me read verse 10 again. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Verse 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Right? Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, Yahweh, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of Yahweh, and of the name of the city of Yahweh, which is New Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the city of peace, which cometh down out of heaven from Yahweh, and I will write upon him my new name. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. So we got to hold fast to our crown and overcome and pass this test. So I ask again, will you pass the test? Till the next time I say, Shalom.